Hello everybody. Hello everybody. It is me, Chicken Master 7 here, with another excellent video. Now, if you're wondering why I'm being so subtle instead of over the top, it is because that I'm talking about the deep web. A very serious matter. I've been there a couple of times, and it is an experience I would like to share with y'all. I have seen lots of things that I wish I could unsee. Was it worth it? I'd say it was, to be able to actually experience things that not other people get to. But it did leave a lasting impression on me. I have learned from it. But anyway, what I'm here to tell you is about it, and a question. Would you like me to explore the deep web with you? Meaning that I will record what I find. Now, that means that I will not go to certain websites, at least, hopefully, at least on accident maybe, but if that happens, then you just don't get to see it, because I do not know how to censor stuff. I might make a daily motion to post it on there in case stuff is seen, but then again, it's child porn, and I don't think that's eligible on any legalized website. But anyway, besides that, and I'll get more to that subject later, I have seen hitmen for hire, drugs, I have seen human trafficking, human experimentation, animal experimentation, and I have also seen very much erotica, stuff like that, that again I wish I could unsee. But again, I say it's worth it. Also, a disclaimer, you need to have all of your, let me see, anti-malware, anti-spyware, anti-adware, and antivirus. I think that's all the same thing, but still. I know that a few things a few companies only specialize in one thing to protect you against. So you want to make sure you have all that. But, yeah. Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Tor. What is the difference between these four? Well, three of them are the same, except for one. Tor. Tor is basically a super version of Firefox. That is the only way that it matches the other three. But it can go to unindexed websites using .onion. If you want to learn more about how deep websites are different from conventional websites, Google it. Or Bing it, if you're one of those weird people. But, Bing. That's a joke in its own name. Anyway, back to seriousness. The deep web, again, is a creepy place. And again, I want to unsee some things. I will leave links to .onion sites, as well as this girl, or I think she's a girl, that I met on the deep web. She blocked me from her Twitter because she found out that I was a boy because I went to one of those erotica websites on accident. Because I did not use the hidden wiki. I will leave a link to the hidden wiki down on the bottom. The hidden wiki is basically the startup page for Tor. That is where you want to go before you do anything. But, I mean, it's the deep web. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be unindexed even by the hidden wiki. The hidden wiki only gives you the main pages. You have to, like, links upon links. Have you ever gone to YouTube and just went to a video and then clicked the random results or related videos and just kept on clicking a related video and never put anything into the title bar and just kept on clicking, and eventually you get to the weird part of YouTube? That's basically like Tor in the deep web. What you have to do is experimentate a little bit. Not all the websites is going to be on the hidden wiki. Now, you can even find websites on regular conventional things, like if you Google some, like Google hidden wiki websites or .onion websites, it'll give you the main ones. Most of them will have child porn in it because that is the way that the computer and society works this day. Nudity, which in one way is good and one way is bad. I'm not going to go to personal preferences in this video. But what I am here to do is to just say that you need Tor to get these things by conventional means. Tor is free. You can donate to them. They would like. I have not personally donated yet, but I am thinking about doing so later on when I'm able to get a steady source of income. So there's that. People use Tor, can do everyday things. Your IP address is randomized. What they do is they take bits of numbers from other people's computer. Like, let's say Joe has an IP address in the middle part of 43.53. They'll take the 43 from Joe's, the 53 from Susie's, the 83 from Jack's, and the 14 from Emily. I'm just making it up. I don't know how IP addresses work, but I've read this on the Tor network. They basically take bits of IP addresses from other people's computer and they bundle it all together. So basically, it's not like you're stealing other people's internet, and you don't steal their identity because you need the full address to do anything, not just bits of it. But they do that, and it randomizes your place. See, I've gone to YouTube before, and it said that I was in Germany. Another part, it said I was in Denmark. I've even got Mexican YouTube. And let me tell you, that was quite an experience. But anyway, what this basically is... what this basically means, sorry for pausing, I'm just thinking about what to say, I'm doing this on the fly. What this basically means is that a lot of sites are not really well known, and you need your adware, spyware stuff up to date. And also another disclaimer, every time that you get off the deep web, or I like to, I search my whole computer and filter out anything that might be there that I did not know about. People can do background downloads, meaning downloading stuff to your computer without you even knowing it. Basically, it's kind of like cookies. You know how YouTube, another website, has cookies? No, not the one that you eat. Joe, I'm looking at you. Anyway, basically that's kind of like downloading stuff behind your back. You kind of need them. Most of them are harmless. You can disable cookies, but then again, the full website won't work. YouTube has them. Even school websites that I go to, like Connections Academy, has cookies. At least I think they do. See, I don't even know. I just allow it, unless, of course, it is a bad website. But there's that. But again, also, there's very creepy stuff. In fact, let me talk about Sad Satan for a little bit. There's this game called Sad Satan. It is a deep web game. PewDiePie played it, but that is not the real Sad Satan. Well, nobody can get the real Sad Satan. But you can get the remake with the gore and the child porn. I have played that, and it was a very traumatic experience. PewDiePie played the one that's conventional for everybody to play, so he doesn't get screwed over by YouTube. But, yeah. It's kind of a good thing that PewDiePie didn't see that, because if he would, then he would probably get a very bad rap from looking at child porn. But, again, that's beside the point. You do not get arrested for going to the deep web. You do not get arrested for seeing child porn, as long as you do not download it to your computer. That is the main thing. I know how to safely go to the deep web. I know what links look like they're safe and what they're not. Most of them don't click. If you do, and you see that it's starting to mess with your computer, get out of it, and scan it, and get out of it. I know how to make viruses now due to being on the deep web. So, I can send you an email, and you do not know that it could be a virus. Of course, I'm not going to do that because I'll go to jail, because I'm now eligible to go to jail as an adult, and I do not quite like the idea of jail. So, there's that. But again, I do know how to make viruses. I learned that from the deep web. There is this thing called Tox. I will leave a link in the description. A .onion site. Again, most of them except for that Twitter link will need Tor. But that's really not what I'm here to say. What I am here to say is that, number one, the deep web is a very freaked up place. It is full of pedophiles, hitmen, and drug dealers. But a deep web gets a very bad rap. In fact, there's a lot of good things to do in the deep web. You can get free pizza. There is literally a website, again, I do not know, I stumbled across it one day, that will let you go to Domino's and put Bitcoin. If you give them Bitcoin, they will put that amount of money in your checking account for how many Bitcoin ratio is to that money wherever you live in your country. In fact, if you want to know how much Bitcoin is to your money in your country, or American dollars where I'm at right now, Google it or Bing it again if you're one of those weird people. But yeah, I just really would like to experience the deep web with you. If you would like me to do things like that, fine. If not, then I'm sorry. But what I will do this, I'll leave links in the descriptions. If I find any of my future videos, I may leave 1 or 2 links. If you do not want me to, you can check them out yourself. Tor, again, is free, and everybody has Tor. In fact, Tor is funded by the government. So, there's another thing. It is legal now because the government is funding it. Well, that's not... I mean, the government funds a lot of illegal things. That's just conspiracy and law in its right. But, again, I'm not going into conspiracy. I'm a part of the Illuminati. That is a website in the deep web. All it is where you type in your name and a password. You don't even need your email address. It's a name, password, you're in, and there's this big bold letters pop up that says, you are now in the Illuminati. That is it. That is the website. That is another example of good websites in deep web. Stuff that's just there to be artistic. In fact, people have more freedom in the deep web because it's the deep web. There's really no rules. Again, that can be a bad thing, and that can be a good thing. It just depends on your point of view. But I really don't know how to end this video. Anyway, sorry about that. The deep web is a web of shadows. I'm getting all hypothetical and stuff like that, but it literally is. You do not know where you're going to lead next. That is why you need to always take caution and get your parents' permission to go to the deep web. Or if you do not, you have been warned. Tor and Firefox are basically the same thing. You need the hidden wiki to start your deep web browsing, and that basically is it. If not, if you're not going to use the hidden wiki, then you're going to go on a very wild goose chase. But that's beside the point. So I'll leave you to these words. Be careful when you're on the deep web. If you're somebody like me, and my favorite YouTuber, who also does a deep web thing where he looks at the deep web. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Markiplier is my favorite YouTuber. You already know that. But he does deep web videos, and he even reports some of the websites to the authorities, which I will probably do if I ever do a video like that. Because I really don't want y'all having to experience what I have to experience without getting mind raped. But, I mean, I'm happy with what I've seen. It's a learning experience. Do I again want to take back stuff that I've seen? Yes, absolutely. But again, it is a learning experience, and I have learned a lot from going to the deep web. I know that the world is now a more cruel place going to the deep web. I've learned that not everything is what it seems in the deep web. And I've learned that Bitcoin is basically ruling the earth. In fact, Bitcoin is so unreliable that there's a website in the deep web where you can make your own Bitcoin and double your Bitcoin for free. So it's gotten to a point where almost all of the money of all the global gross domestic product, which basically means all the money that is being printed at this moment in time, is only about 5%. I think it's 5% or 10%. The paper money that you hold in your hand is only about 10% of what you can have. 10% of all the global gross domestic product is paper money, coins, and stuff like that. All the rest of it is Bitcoin. In fact, fake Bitcoin, counterfeit Bitcoin. And also, I'm including counterfeit bills in the 10%. I'm talking about all forms of it. Play money, everything else, only 10%. The rest of it is Bitcoin, because most of it is in the deep web. So a lot of things that you do might be for free if you buy it in the deep web. You never know. So again, just be careful when you're on the deep web, and always, always, always have a roosterific day. Bye bye.